Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
This is X-Men the Gold Team. Don't really understand why it's called Gold Team except for the little module that's in here. You're going to have a rule book, picture of components that you're going to have here, and you're going to have setup. Now, the main thing you're having this is the team versus team mode. That's going to be the big change that you're going to see. You're going to see pictures. There'll be numbers of setup that corresponding to things, and then I kind of go through that. Special rules. Then it'll show you on the back compatibility issues with what characters cannot be used, which villains cannot be used, which ones can, and some of the challenges. So not everything is going to work perfectly with the team mode, but there is a lot to do. There's only a few here that do not work, and these are the changes that we made. So the rulebook is very good, but it is a new mode. So when you open it up, you're going to get some new locations. You're going to get the X-Jet, Hellfire Club Building, Limbo, and Chandelier that you're going to have. So 4 new locations that can be utilized. You're going to get Sebastian Shaw, which will be the new bad guy that you're going to have here, and new specials, Bam and Overflow. Then you're going to have this, which will be trackers for the blue and gold. You'll only need this if you're playing the team game. Then, as with most of these sets, you're going to see you're going to have a bunch of cards for the different characters that you're going to have through here. You're going to have the new challenges that you're going to have for the teams. So rescuing, defeat threats, and clear threats will be less that you'll have to do than normal because you're doing half of the work. The accelerated villain challenge that you'll have here, which makes the games a little bit tougher. Then you have all of the cards. So you're going to get Sebastian Shaw, and I'll show you these mostly the miniatures about what they go through, but these all match the base game perfectly. You're going to see different artwork on these paces, and everything is pretty much going to go. I should note out that Shaw has a lot of the villains here that's going to be on his versus the powers that kind of give up. I like fighting these more, kind of feels more realistic to me, and I like those quite a bit. Now, inside here, you're going to get some cubes or tiles that you'll be utilizing throughout. These are very good quality. You're going to have these locks, which will just showcase which of the challenges that you've done so far. And then you're going to put these rings on the bottom. These are just regular plastic rings. This will just showcase who's on what team, blue or the gold team, because you can use any of the miniatures that you would like. So let's take a look at some of the miniatures you're going to get here. Here is Iceman. He has been painted up a little bit. Keep in mind, all of these are going to come unpainted. Mine have been painted up a little bit, that you can see here, but they do pop on the table like this that you can see. Then you're going to have Forge over here, and he's going to have his big old giant gun going to be sticking out and ready for battle. And then Colossus, which I don't know a whole lot about the X-Men characters and stuff, but he is one of my favorite ones from the Deadpool movie. Very cool, very powerful guy here, and the Russian. Then you're going to have, this guy's going to move around a lot because he's going to have these wings, right? That makes a lot of sense that he move around. Probably one of the better miniatures in the game. Just a lot of table presence that you're going to see here as he is flying through. And then our villain, Sebastian Shaw, and he's going to be a very powerful villain as he goes through. And a lot of bad guys are going to come with him in order to fight out. So what do I think about this set? So let's talk about the gold versus the blue team and about how this works a little bit. So when you're playing cards, you're going to have 2 sets. And when you have a hero card, you know, maybe Iceman would go up here that you normally would have the ring around. And then another character will be going up above him and playing a card. So you're going to have 2 complete rows going here. And then when they come through in the bad guy's turn, he's going to play 1, which will kind of affect both rows, if you will. And then you will continue on like this, and you'll have 2 complete rows going through. Now, I'm only using the same characters just kind of signify how this will go, and then he will come back through. Now, each of the teams will have their own challenges that they're trying to get through, so you have to defeat 2 of these, and all those rules are still going to apply. Just like the base game, it's going to be less of these that you have to do for your team in order to make this work. Now, if you're in the same location with somebody on another team, you can hit them and do damage to them per normal if you want to fight amongst itself. And what you're trying to do is, now the bad guy, if he does a story plan mode, he will defeat both of these teams. So it's still possible for the bad guy to win or one of these guys to win over the other. What you're competing for in the teams is who does the most damage to the character. So once Sebastian Shaw would be defeated, whatever team did the most damage would be deemed the winner. If that's a tie, then it would be whoever did the final blow. And that's kind of how the team challenge is going to work. It does implement a few more of these guys that can get into the game and does change things up a little bit. So what do I think about this set overall? Once again, it depends on whether you're going to get to see a lot of play for that team mode. Is that something that you're going to want to play with? If so, you're going to get all the components, like these little things that you're going to need in order to have it work. Another thing is, what do you think about these characters? And a lot of these sets, I don't know much about the comics that these sets go together, like Silver Surfer out here, and Colossus with them and stuff with the X-Men. But if you're into these characters, I think that it's going to work better for you. This would be something that you want to track down. Now, I do like Bishop a lot in the set. I like the Angel. He's kind of flying around. And I do enjoy this bad guy because he gives you a lot of thugs. Like here's Black Bishop that you can fight through. And I like seeing the White King and these different guys make appearances in the game. So I do like this set quite a bit. Is it the first place I would start? Probably. It would depend on if you like that team mode. And the blue team would also give you that team mode. And whether you like these characters or not. Your affiliation or affinity for these characters will determine whether you want this set or not. But it does hold the high standard this set has had, and it's a winner for us.